Martinez Mine is up in these canyons. It's a hike, so I'm heading up there to get some, hopefully some good video. There's some pretty cool stuff up here. Alright, I'm here at the entry gates for the Martinez Mine. This is where the ruins are located. Remains of a bed and a laundry sink. Well, there was a toilet there. So that sink may have belonged to this building that is in piles now. Check out these. Alright, we're here at the ruins, but this is one of the first buildings we came across that's still standing. Looks like it's shifted off its foundation a little bit. Okay. I climbed in through there. It looks like a giant tree has fallen. I don't know if you can see the tree. Yeah, right there. And collapsed this part of the building. There's the water heater. That is an old stove flipped on its side. Get around and get a better look at this. Turn my light too. Hopefully there's no skunks in this one. Alright. Back out of there. Now that's an old stove. I think my mom had one like that. There's that tree that took out that part of the house. I didn't bring my GoPro with me that has the waterproof cover on it. Next time I'm up here, I'll have to remember to bring that. Not much left of this one. There's some water tanks that have fallen over up on the hill. That looks like the generator. See the windings off of the generator part still attached to the motor, the engine. Can't really see any markings on it. Oh, maybe up there. Oops, there's a wasp living in there telling me to go away. This is probably where the generator was. And maybe fuel barrels. Okay, we're here at the mill for Martinez Mine. So that was the generator. Oops. That one's a little more complete than the one down the hill a little bit. And look at this sucker. That is so cool. You don't see these very often. Steam exhaust would have went out there. Here's a little work area that's set up. Alright, let's see what else is in here. There's a belt attached from that engine to this. Giant tank right there. Is that the piston? No goodies left. Alright, I'm gonna pick back up over there. Alright, I'm back. There's that tank. Looks like there was a ore chute right there. Here's a piece of a belt. I don't know. Probably around the winch or the hoist or whatever they needed. I guess there wasn't a hoist over here, was there? With a belt still hanging off right there. Some of the refinery process. There's a wasp. I don't want to go too close, but that must have been some kind of grinder or agitator or something. Probably gold or something still in this, huh? I meant to read what they were mining here last night, and I fell asleep. There's a shaft this direction, but it's on this side of the wash. They had something going across right there, and then there's a hill that built up all along here. I don't know if there was a road up there and they were dumping onto a tram, or I mean a bridge. If that's the case, there might be another mine over there I don't know about. I'll have to hike up there and check it out. The mill's over there. The shaft is over there. I came across the river to try to figure out what that bridge was for. Look at this giant vault. Carries over. You see it running down through there. Looks like they just dug this whole area out trying to yeah, that's what they did. Just kind of strip mined it. This looks like it was the base to a water tower. I see more machinery up there. I'm gonna go up there. Okay, there's the mill. This is a proper hoist. Still has its rope. Still has its copper and everything, man. I'm assuming there was a hoist house built here. There's a water tank there. And then there's a collar right here. There's an incline shaft, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's going to be... Let me grab my flashlight. Can't tell if it flattens out down there or if it keeps going. Man, that's a dangerous climb. I'm gonna need rope and stuff to do this one. Some safety gear. We pick back up on the mill side of the wash. This is the main shaft. This is the incline shaft. Head frame's still here. Last time I was here, they had some really cool stuff in the bottom. Alright, the incline shaft is right there. And they dug out a little area right here. It just ends right here. And then it drops down that incline shaft, and I'll pick up at the bottom. The going's not that bad, so I'll take you guys with me. Got some heavy gauge rail in here. This is a nice view of the fault wall. There's a drill hole right here. Oh, you don't have a light, huh? Oh, hold on right there. I think this might be flooded anyways. Yep. Wow. Well, that explains why I was able to see so much stuff down there. Is it's mostly This is probably flooded most of the time. I was able to get in here one time and get down, and it takes off to the left, cuts back underneath the river. And like I said, there was drills, several of them. There was some drill still. I'll show you some pictures. There was one of those big buckets they used to haul the ore up with. Now I'm gonna head back up there. All right, I'm assuming this was their hoist. It looks like a 4 9-inch. A 4-cylinder? Maybe a 2-cylinder? I don't know what kind of motor that is. Got that. Driving the differential. Looks like they had a brake set up there. And the rope would have went around there. This probably would have ran to a pulley on that and then down the shaft. Back of the shaft. That's it.